So, it's been a while. I hope you can forgive me, but I've got something new for you. Hello adventurers, and welcome to a brand new mini-series where I'm going to get prepared for a new Fest LARP. LARP stands for Live Action Roleplay, and it's a bit like D&D, but instead of sitting around a table, you're sat in a field, and you've got fake swords. Right now, I'm preparing for a game called Menhir's Fate, which is a new game in the festival LARP style. It's a bit like a music festival, except instead of watching concerts, you are talking to other people and pretending to be someone in a fantasy world. This is not actually my first festival LARP, or my first LARP in general. Up until last year, I went to the biggest LARP in the UK for about a year and a half called Empire. But now that I don't go there, I'm in the market for something new, and that's where Menhir's Fate comes in. In Menhir's Fate, 9 different nations across 3 different realms have decided to band together to fight back against the corruption, an enemy force that has been plaguing the lands of Elandra for the last 100 years. Now, I've got some videos lined up where I'm going to talk you through what I did to make my kit, making some trinkets, and taking you along to the field for the first event in about a month's time. But before we can do any of that, I need to make a character. And thankfully, the character builder is now live, so I'm going to sit down and go through it with you. So we're going to try this again, because I got 5 minutes in and realised that I wasn't recording audio. So, here we are on the Menhir's Fate website. It's a really nicely designed website, especially compared to some of the LARP websites that I've looked at. You can see the key art for all of the nations. I'm going to be playing this one here, which if you know me in real life is probably not a surprise, but we'll get into that. And yeah, we've got 28 days until the next event, and I've not finished making all of my kit yet, so that is terrifying. So, up at the top here, we have the character builder, we have the wiki, you can buy your tickets, you can read more about the game. I'm not going to go through everything here. I believe Menhir's Fate themselves have already put out a video about how to create a character, so I'll link that down below. I'll also link the website down below in case you want to have a look. In this video, I'm just going to go through the decisions that I'm going to be making for my character. So without further ado, let's do this. So here's the character creator. I'm excited, I'm nervous. I've thought about this character a lot, but this is the first time I'm sitting down to actually look through the creator and start building her, so let's begin. Choose your realm. So, in the world of Menhir's Fate, the world of Elandra, there are 9 different nations split across 3 different realms. You've got the Crown Lands, you've got the Commonwealth, and you've got the Sanctuaries. And again, you can read all about these. And again, you can read all about these on the website if you want to. The Republic of Portavus, which is the nation that I'm going to be playing in, is part of the Commonwealth. So we're just going to click through there. And there we go. So yes, we've got Urjvan, we've got Portavus, and we've got Hammerstadt. And we're going to be playing this one. Choose your skills. So in Fest LARPs like this one, it's quite common to not quite have a class like you would in a tabletop RPG, but you have a number of different skills that you can pick, and you can spend your XP, in this case we have 10, on any combination of skills that you want, and after a set number of events you'll get more XP and you can upgrade your skills. We have Vigor, Focus, Faith and HP. I like that this is a little pop-down menu. That's really handy to see what you're changing. And I guess, yeah, before we go in, I'm going to be playing mostly a magical-driven character. In my last LARP I played a healer and it was fun, but I've heard some really interesting things about how the weaving, which is the magic stuff, is going to take place in this game, and I'm really excited by that. So we're gonna sort of go all in for that. So we've got basic skills, this is like your weapons stuff. We've got medical skills in case you want to heal anyone, armor if you want to wear armor, vigor, which lets you do more dramatic fighty stuff in battles, enchanting, which lets you make magical items, apothecary, where you can make magical potions, and then faith, in case you want to play a character that is faith-driven, and oh, here we go, magical. So there are 2 different magical skills, there's mage and there's weaver. I am going to go for a bit of both. Mage gives you access to cantrips, which are mostly battle-focused, and then weaver lets you do longer rituals called rites, and also the big weavings at a place called the Menhir, which I'm very excited about. However, I'm going to take Mage, because Mage comes with a cantrip called Identify, which I think is going to work really well for my character. Yeah, that costs 3 XP, so we've got 7 left. I'm not going to take any extra spells, although I might take one of these in future. I'm going to try and leave a few XP over so I can upgrade if I want to after the first event. And then Weaver. So when you pick the Weaver skill, there are 8 different spheres of magic that you can choose from. These are kind of like schools of magic in D&D, but they're more elemental based. So you've got earth, air, fire, and water, and then you have a further 4, which are the combinations of these, where we've got Forge, Fable, Athria, which is like necromancy, and Oracle, which is like divination. Now, I really like the sound of both air magic and fable magic. Fable magic is kind of like bardy stuff, which I love so much. To start out with, because my character is a seafarer, I think she's grown up weaving air magic to help her ship get to where we need to go. So I'm going to pick air magic. You can also take mastery levels. This is how you level up your skill, and you can cast higher levels of magic. And that costs a further 2 XP, so we've got 4 left. I think I'm going to up air once and gain 1 level of mastery, so it's a little bit higher than just going in at the baseline. So we're going to click that, and then yeah, I've got 2 XP left. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. And after the first event, if I want to change some things or if I want to upgrade some things, I should be able to do that. So confirm skills. And yes, so here we have the character details. I will probably enter my character's name and her backstory off screen. The most important thing here is resource. So between every event is a period called downtime. You can choose what to do during your downtime, but it's also going to generate you some resources. As you can see, we can get money, and then we can get a number of different things related to the magical spheres. As an air mage, I'm just going to go with air, and that's going to give me some crystallized magic that I can use at the event. Alright, so I've finished my character backstory. I'll be blurring the information just because I want some of it to be kept secret until the actual event. So let us continue. And then, yes, here we go. So character summary. Secrets. Full focus, 3 HP, 2 XP. I've got mage and 2 levels of air weaver. We're gonna do it? Okay, submit character. And it's all done. I'm so excited. Now I'm gonna go and spend the rest of the day sewing my kit. And with that, my character is ready for E1. I may not be, but she is. In my next video, I'm going to be going through the kit briefs for the Republic of Portavis, and I'm going to be showing you how I brought all of my costume designs to life. So I hope you'll join me for another adventure on the road to Haven. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!